Welcome back. It's Friday night, which means it's time to turn our attention to our New Yorker of the Week. Tonight, we honor a man who's lending a hand to Staten Island residents devastated by Hurricane Sandy. Janine Ramirez has the story. Take a look.
It just became like a religious thing, like when people go to church every Sunday. You know, we would just come out here every single weekend, and we would just gut houses and rebuild.
On many early weekend mornings, you'll find David Osterczy getting ready to head out.
Good morning.
Osterczy, who goes by the nickname Oz, lives in Riverdale in the Bronx. Many of his friends are from the northern part of the city, too. But ever since Hurricane Sandy, they've spent much of their free time going south, specifically to the South Shore of Staten Island.
This was completely open. You know, there was sky. You walked in, there was sky, and it was mid-December when we met him.
Oz has been helping people like Eddie Salmon, who lives in New Dorp Beach. His bungalow was nearly destroyed when the storm came in, and Oz and his friends helped put it back together.
I will still be in either the shelter or somewhere else without that, but they help.
But 10 months since Sandy, not everyone is as fortunate. This house is blocks away from Eddie's, but needs a complete renovation before its family can move back. That's where volunteers like Oz come in.
I mean, there's 5 of us here today to do this whole house, and it's not enough. It's not enough. We still need a lot of volunteers to come out and do the work to get families back in their homes. You know, people don't understand that there are thousands of families here in New York City, middle-class families, that are not back in their homes 10 months later.
But all of the hard work doesn't worry Oz and his friends. In fact, they welcome it.
As much as it helps people, it really makes us feel so great and so good to go home and sleep and be exhausted and know that somebody's a little bit better off.
If I'm making an impact on the people here, it's impossible for me to imagine that I'm doing any more good for them than they are for me.
And so for helping Staten Island rebuild one house at a time, David Osterczy is our New Yorker of the Week. Janine Ramirez, New York 1.
Joining us now in studio is David Osterczy, our New Yorker of the Week. We're also joined by Lisa Albi, who you just saw in the piece of Volunteer with David. So, well, kudos to both of you. I mean, that's just amazing. Walk us through this. Hurricane Sandy happens. So you think, like a lot of New Yorkers, I need to do something.
Right.
So what did you first do? Like, you went to Staten Island?
I got a call from a friend of mine, Bruce Spiro. We're in an organization called MDI, which is Mentor, Discover, Inspire. And he said, you got to come out here. It's devastated. Bring your men, bring your team, and just got to help. And the first weekend we were out there, also in the Rockaways, tremendous amounts of volunteers, and we just couldn't believe the devastation.
I was going to say, it was worse than what you thought.
Oh yeah, there were piles of people's belongings out on the beach by the boardwalk, you know, probably 30 or 40 feet high, 2 football fields long, and 50 yards wide. It was unbelievable. They were just piling it on, you know, just people's homes. Their belongings were out there.
Oh my God. And there are people, as you said in the piece, who still are homeless, basically.
They can't get back in their homes. Many people are living, you know, in Brooklyn and in other areas, you know, renting apartments and not really paying their mortgages because they just don't have a home to go back to.
Of course.
You know,
of course.
Mold is a really bad problem.
That's a bad problem. That's what I've heard. So now you still go out, like you said, Sunday morning. It's like your ritual, as opposed to going to church.
Saturday.
But Saturday morning. Okay. So you go.
Instead of going to synagogue. You know.
I understand. So.
Hey.
No, this is a mitzvah that you're doing, so it's, yeah. So you go every Saturday morning, you both go, with your crew, you have people that you go with. And I know in the piece you said that it's hard because you only have 5 people. Can you use more volunteers, obviously? Can we solicit them for you?
Many, many more volunteers through Yellow Boots. Yellow Boots is an organization that was started from Sandy, and it's a whole group of people, Mike Loco Hoffman and Jason Vogel and Fareed Kader, and they're out there. I mean, if you think we're doing anything special, they're out there 6 days a week doing this.
Wow. And Lisa, now you knew each other before, or
no?
You met?
We actually met through this volunteer experience. Oh. Actually, I was on a dating website, and he was on there, and his profile said that he was off the market. And so, because he was volunteering every week.
Oh, that's sweet, though.
So it was only 3 or 4 weeks after, and I was looking for how I could help.
Right.
So I said, oh, I'll be your friend. I raised some money, started going with him every week, and we're like best friends now. from this experience.
Oh, that's really sweet.
I met a great friend through this.
Well, your best friend's dating. Sort of. After tonight, I'm like a matchmaker. You're going to date. You have to date. Come on, you're adorable together.
We tried dating.
Oh.
So now we're best friends.
Okay,
we're
best friends is
awesome.
better. Oh, that's good. Best friends are good.
But anyone that's interested...
He's like, I'm not saying a word, Maria. Don't go there.
Yellow Boots is the organization.
Yes.
They're on Facebook. They also, if you Google Yellow Boots, we used to have large numbers of people turn out, and now it's dwindling.
And you need more.
And we really do need people, and now we're starting to rebuild.
Okay.
So, you know, the gutting is done, but now we need help rebuilding, so please help us.
Thank you. Lisa, David, thank you so much. To get more info on volunteering on Staten Island, visit yellowboots.org. And if you know someone who would make a good New Yorker of the week, email us at ny1er@ny1.com or send us a letter. Address it to New York One News, New Yorker of the Week, 75 9th Avenue, 6th floor, New York, New York, 10011. That is all the time we have for now. I'm Maria Milito. The call is off for Labor Day, and John Schumo will be back on Tuesday. Good night, have a great weekend, and thank you for watching The Call.